And now, Viking Radio Theater is proud to present the second chapter of Corsairs' Liberation.
The smartest the bear you can find is
Ho, are you most done?
the Margaret Evans on a blue skyline.
Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To my eye, ring a jig and a jaunting gun.
Corsairs' Liberation, Chapter 2, Provisional Pirate, starring Trent Browning, JJ Mueller, and Jannet Kaya. Written by Walter Lutsch and Julia Rutledge, directed by Kallan Gustafson.
Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To my eye, ring a jig and a jaunting gun. Ho, are you most done? With Eliza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine run.
And when we're over in New York town,
Ho, are you most done?
we'll dance the Bowley girls around.
Clear away the track and let the bullshine run. To my eye, ring a jig and a jaunting gun. Ho, are you most done? With Eliza Lee all on my knee. Clear away the track and let the bullshine.
Navigator's Log, September 28th. It's amazing how varied life out of the sea can be. One day it's smooth sailing, the next you're fighting your way through a gale. One day you're the navigator on a merchant ship, the next you're stranded on a deserted island. Perhaps most surprising is that I've joined a pirate's crew. I've assured myself that it's only temporary. Life aboard my new ship, the Corsairs' Liberation, is not at all what I expected. Less pillaging and burning, more card games. I even have more freedom than I did aboard the Kirkwall. Another surprising thing is the women.
Hey, Carlisle, could you give me a hand with this?
Sure, Mrs. Wells.
Just Grace, please. I don't like being reminded of my husband's name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did he pass on?
I don't know. It may sound bad, but I don't really care. I left him and his mission for a reason.
Oh.
Please, don't worry about it.
So, what did you need help with?
I was just recording where we've been for the log. This will be one of your tasks now that you're the navigator, but I can't quite pinpoint on the chart where we picked you up.
Let's see now. Ah, here.
Thank you. I'm not very good with instruments.
It seems like you were able to navigate a little bit.
I know some of the stars, and there were a few things I picked up from my husband.
You can actually navigate by the stars without any instruments. All you need are your hands. See that shining star on the horizon?
The North Star? Serious?
Exactly.
I always know how to find that one. The tip of Ursa Major, the bear, points right to it. And there's Cassiopeia, the queen in her upside-down throne.
I think I learned those in my classics class.
My mother taught me stories about the constellations. But about the North Star.
Right. The North Star is always hanging over the North Pole. It's the same angle above the horizon as our latitude. Hold out your fist. It's about 10 degrees across, see? So we can use that to estimate where we are.
I understand. Like this?
With your fist closed. There, exactly. That's how I was able to estimate how close I was to Puerto Rico on the island.
I can see how this will be useful.
You've got to have some way to get around after I leave. So that's 22 degrees north, 74 degrees west.
It's not such a bad life, you know.
What?
Piracy. I know you might think you're better than us because you haven't sunk so low. I used to think that too.
I don't think that.
But you did make a choice. The captain gave you an option. All of us chose to be here.
You included?
Would you rather be married to someone who violently converts to natives? Or would you rather be a pirate, free to live your life as you see fit? I may have to rob people every now and then, but I've made my peace with God.
So you're still religious?
Of course. God is the same. What changes is how you worship him. I hold Sunday Mass up on deck here. People didn't want to attend at first, but now almost everyone does.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
It is. Do you think you'll be attending?
I can try. That might be good for the weight on my soul.
What weight?
My guilt. that I survived and all those people in the Kirkwall didn't. If only I'd said something earlier. Convinced the captain that they were pirates.
You stop that right now. Survivor's guilt is only natural. It wasn't your fault. Nobody knows why God chooses who he does to be with him. We have no control over that.
I'll try and remember that. Then there's the bosun, McElroy. I don't know his first name. He might not have one. He wants me to know the basic ship's commands. He's even teaching me how to steer. This ship has a different build from the Kirkwall. Although on board there, I never learned the ship's commands. I was a navigator and nothing more.
Tell me at least no port and starboard.
Yes, I do.
Grace says you're a natural.
She does?
That'll be up to me to decide. I'm assuming you never learned how to handle the rigging.
That wasn't really my area.
Figures. Rich kid like yourself. But your upbringing isn't your fault now, is it?
I suppose not. And I've tried to distance myself from my father's name anyway.
Good. So maybe stop mentioning him, yeah?
Good point.
Now, you were telling me that the Kirkwall had a tiller. The big pole running down the after section?
Yes, and I've been on ships with wheels before, but I haven't had much experience.
Well, as far as ship's commands go, it's mostly the same. The wheel and the tiller both turn the rudder, but in opposite ways. On the Kirkwall, you would have pushed the tiller to the right and been turning the ship to port. But with a wheel, the way you turn is the way the bow will turn. 'Tis more intuitive, especially for someone still getting the feel of a ship.
Well, now I'll have to undo what I learned on a tiller.
Ah, you'll get it quick enough. Now, if the captain calls out that he wants us bearing 180 to port, what are you gonna do?
I suppose I'd get cranky on the wheel, because he wants us going in the opposite direction.
Good, you're not completely useless at this. 180 degrees from bow to stern. Now, the Liberation's rudder is a little warped, mind. So if the captain is asking for 90 starboard, you'll crank about half rotation left to starboard than you would to port. Keep that in mind. At least for now, I don't think the captain's planning on putting you in the rigging, so no need to bother yourself with the yard arms or anything. But I'll tell you, this ship gives a big kick when we're tightening the mainsail into the wind. So just you be ready if the captain calls to clew down, because you'll need to hold the rudder steady in a good wind.
I think I can do that. Navigator's log, October 1st. We're getting closer to the major shipping lanes. We've seen a few ships from a distance. I'm worried that the crew, are gonna attack one. I don't know what I'd do if they did. Pirates have to earn their money somehow. Me, though, what would I do?
Captain, closing in on a ship. Looks to be a merchant vessel.
Stay the course, bosun.
Aye, sir.
And what are you thinking, Alex?
Too small.
My thoughts exactly.
You're not going to attack it?
We're not savages, Carlisle. We like to be selective about people we rob. Thank you very much.
The smaller it is, the less expensive cargo they're likely to have on board. Royal ships carrying gold back to Spain? Now those are just begging to get raided.
I'd probably just stay below in that case.
Oh, come now. They are Spanish.
I thought you didn't have ties to any governments.
We certainly don't. But think of all the things that the Spanish have done in the Southern Territories. They've burned, robbed, killed, and converted their way across an entire land. That's far worse than anything a pirate has ever done.
You can't expect me to agree with you. Burning, robbing, and killing is what pirates do.
True, but we never claimed that we're doing good. We have no such delusions. That's the difference between pirates and privateers. They say what they're doing is legal. Ha! Legal piracy! How can such a thing exist? And yet we have our own laws on board the ship, don't we? So whose laws are the right ones?
Don't rant too much at the boy, dear.
You're saying that governments are just as bad as pirates?
I suppose. But I said it more eloquently.
I know I shouldn't dwell too much on what the captain said. There is a difference between the law and those who break it. Laws are put in place to protect people, and pirates don't protect people. I don't believe everything I was taught in school, though. How can I when I've seen slave ships firsthand? It's hard to remember that laws exist out here. There's nothing but us in the water. How do we decide who to give freedom to? People like Captain Smith do different things with freedom than the captain of the Malfour. Navigator's log, October 3rd. Over the last few days, we've had strong but manageable winds from the southeast. We've come in sight of New Providence a little earlier than expected. I'm dismayed to find that the crew have no charts of the harbors and small inlets leading to Nassau. I'll have to work closely with Bosun McElroy to navigate us safely into port.
Oi, Carlisle! Do you see that little atoll off the port bow?
Aye.
Align it with the third peak in that mountain range there, and that's your north line. Use the sextant and give me degrees port and starboard for where you need me steering as we go between these islands. Careful with the sextant, though. You don't want to end up like the last navigator.
Huh?
Long story.
Oh, I'd really feel more confident if we have charts for this area.
Well, we can pick them up in port if you're that bothered by it. Assuming they sell such things here.
I suppose it won't be bothering me for much longer. Wait, you've never even been here before?
This is Nassau, boy. It's the capital of all pirate kingdoms. Hasn't been much reason to just swing by until now. But we're in the area, got some spices to sell, and of course it'll be the most likely place to get you a ship home anyway. Now, give me a course. I can't see where the shore is through the wheel.
Right. Looks like 15 degrees to starboard, and we should be clear for a while.
15 degrees starboard. Aye.
It looks like the inlet ahead leads inland, probably towards the city. You'll need to make a pretty quick 90-degree turn to port in a quarter mile.
Belay that order. Steady as she goes.
Aye, Captain. Steady as she goes.
There's half a dozen false entrances into the bay around here. And that one will dead end you a mile inland with no way to turn around. We'd be in real trouble then.
Well, Captain, that's exactly the reason I'd prefer to have charts of this area on board.
Don't get cheeky on me, Isaac. It's an unwritten rule that no pirate make charts of New Providence. Easier to keep the English off our backs that way.
But you know the way.
Aye. I've been here before. Before this ship. Before I even met Joanne. You're looking for a large rock spire in the channel. It'll be about a ship's length from the rock face. Just beyond it will be an inlet that at first glance will look far too shallow, but that's just the eddies below making it look dark. You'll make a hard 80-degree turn to port, followed by a 30-degree to starboard. Then it should be pretty simple to follow the curves in the channel until you reach port. Isaac, get up the stunsail and be McElroy's eyes.
Sir, what's a stunsail?
You see that third yard arm? Never mind. Joanne? She's already up there. She'll call down to you, and you relay the order to McElroy. Got it?
Aye, sir.
You wanted me to give the signals?
Yes, dear.
Aye. I think I'll come down to the stunsail. You'll be able to hear me better from there.
See? Stunsail. Told you.
Aye, Captain.
80-degree turn to port.
Aye. 80-degree turn to port.
Aye.
30 degrees to starboard.
Aye. 30 degrees to starboard.
Aye.
That's what I like to hear.
I hope you didn't have too terrible of a time.
No, I didn't. But I'm glad to be getting off.
I understand.
Hey, Carlisle. Are you disembarking here or not?
Coming, Captain. Thank you, Grace.
What for?
Just thanks.
I've got a few ideas for people to get you passage with. Everyone comes to Nassau sooner or later. Pirates, dodgy merchants, smugglers. It's run by people like Calico Jack and Ed Teach.
You mean Blackbeard?
Him and more. If you're surprised by female pirates, Carlisle, be careful if you run into Anne Bonny or Mary Reed.
This really is the capital of the pirate kingdoms.
But you don't have to worry. You'll be out of this lawless pit soon enough.
I guess so.
While you look for someone to babysit the navigator, I'll be trading. We've still got pounds of cloth to get out of the hold.
You do that. I told Isaac we'd get him safe passage, and I always keep my word.
I'll see you back at the ship tonight then. Goodbye, Carlisle.
Goodbye, Joanne. Thanks for everything. I'm glad I was found by the right crew.
Don't mention it. You got us back on course.
It's so...
Orderly? Aye. For a city run by pirates, it doesn't look like a total mess, does it?
It's a lot like any port in the Caribbean. Just without the soldiers.
That's the way we like it, Isaac. The Articles of Agreement are freely agreed upon by most everyone here. We don't need armed soldiers forcing some king's will on us. Now stick with me. I've got a friend to see who's probably making his way toward Jamaica soon enough. There he is!
Smith! Can it be? Mon Dieu! He's back in Nassau. Tu fais quoi?
Oh, just in port for a day or so, offloading some cargo. Plus this deadweight we picked up on an island. He's looking to get back to Jamaica. Are you headed in that direction?
Oui, we will be sailing for Jamaica in 2 days' time. Pour toi, Capitaine, I would be pleased to take him back. Provided you can do your share of the work sur le voyage, mon garçon.
Do you need a navigator?
Mais bien sûr, Alexandre. You bring me a boy who steers. No, we have a navigator, and he happens to be the most handsome man on board.
Modest as always, Luke.
Ah, you are one to talk, Alexandre. Did you ever get to marrying that belle fille, Joanne?
I did. We've gotten our own ship, too. Both my ladies are beauties. Come, visit us this afternoon once we've both gotten our trading done. You're looking for the Corsairs' Liberation. She's tied up just next to the quartermaster's office. 3-masted galley. You should come back and share one last meal with us too, Isaac.
That's my name, Isaac Carlisle. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Oui, enchanté, monsieur. Any friend of Alexandre is welcome on the boat, even if he is trying to, comment dit-on, take my job. Mon ami, I would very much love to dine with you ce soir. C'est sunset.
That'd be perfect. Well, I've got a wife to track down and deals to make. A bientôt, Luke.
A bientôt.
Right then, Carlisle. I'll save my goodbyes for after supper tonight. See you then.
Thank you, Captain. It will be nice to see everyone one more time.
Ah, garçon, you have the look of British aristocracy. This is your first time in a pirate city, eh?
Yes, it is.
Then we must take this time for you to explore, mon ami. We set your bags here, Jacques will take them below, and then you will see more of Nassau. There is much here you may never see again. Learn what it is like to live in a land without kings or queens. Come, I will be your guide. After all, we will have many hours together sur le voyage. We must get to know each other, yes?
Well, I would appreciate some company. Luke.
No, Yik.
Uke.
Yik.
Okay. Why do regular traders come here? Isn't it dangerous being so close to all these pirates? What if they decide to rob you?
You are very much the son of an officier Britannique. Everything is straight up and down with you. Pirates are bad, and navy est magnifique. Rules are good, freedom is bad, no?
No, we British cherish a man's freedom.
Perhaps, monsieur, perhaps. But obviously you are not told much about why these men become pirates. I am not afraid because most of the men on this island are good men. They adhere to the rules they have all set for themselves, and they do not prey on les petits commerçants comme moi. I will admit this is not the truth everywhere. There are plenty of bad men who fly the black flag, just as there are many bad men who wear your uniforms. Come, I am in need of tarragon. I think we will find it here. Hello, Louise. Ça va?
Navigator's log, October 3rd, supplemental. The rivalry between my country and France always led me to believe that I wouldn't enjoy the company of a Frenchman. Nonetheless, I find Luke to be very welcoming and knowledgeable. I wonder at how he and Captain Smith came to know each other so well that Luke would just accept me onto his ship so easily. Or maybe that's just Luke's way. We've finished gathering supplies for the trip to Jamaica, and some excellent bargains on spices according to Luke. He's insisted we stop for a drink before heading back to the ship. More later. Isaac Carlisle.
Un verre de vin rouge, s'il te plaît?
Bien sûr. And for you?
1 glass of wine, please?
White, red, or mulled?
White, I guess.
Coming up.
Who is Midshipman Folks?
What?
Ton journal. It has that name on the front cover, but that is not your name.
This journal belonged to someone on the ship I was serving on before I was shipwrecked.
And you keep it as a reminder?
I guess so. I miss them. Wish that I could have done something differently. Been more convincing in my warnings to the captain. Something. I don't remember Midshipman Folks. And he didn't have much in his diary when I found it.
You are putting it to good use. No need to feel bad. You are completing what he could not. It seems like a worthy endeavor to me.
Thanks. I guess I didn't think of it that way. It's also the only bit of the ship I have left. Well, that and my knife.
Think of the power, the reach we'll have. It'll be like a new Nassau.
Conway.
Here's your glass, lad. Lad?
Oh, thanks.
Isaac, what is it?
He must just be around the corner. I'll be right back.
N'importe quoi.
I
hear you saying we, Conway, but from the sound of your plan, it's just you. You're the one wanting to take a governorship for yourself.
Not to mention the stupidity of outright provoking the Spanish like that.
What I want will benefit the flying gang as well. Think of the trade possibilities if we control Trinidad. A new haven for pirates. The next step in a free Caribbean.
Oh, that's very noble of you. But how do we know what you'll do with a port of your own?
It's simpler than that. Even with this strategy you've worked up to ambush the Spanish fleet, you'll never convince enough ships to join you. And we're not arguing on your behalf, so you can lose half a dozen ships and crew in this scheme.
What's a few more ships? This port is full of expendable crews.
Bad enough you don't run your ship by the articles, now you want to lead more sailors to their deaths?
You've heard what goes on your ship, Conway. We still let you into port, but don't go thinking you're one of us.
One of you? I'm not sitting here, hiding from the British and the Spaniards, safe in my little harbor. You're all...
Do you really want to finish that sentence?
Go back to your ship, Conway. We're not interested.
Oh no, you don't.
How did it go, sir?
Those short-sighted cowards! They've all lost their nerve.
They didn't like the plan?
The plan is perfect. The ambush will destroy the fleet guarding Trinidad. The loss and crew be well worth establishing a new pirate port in the Caribbean. With the support of the flying gang, it would have been simple, but no matter. We can find or capture more ships for the fleet elsewhere. And after I've taken Trinidad, I may come back and take this place as well.
A fine idea. You there! Out of the bushes. I know that boy. He was the one who almost gave us away with the trade ship a while back. We're still using their flag.
Don't let him get away. He can't be allowed to tell anyone what he's heard.
You! And you! Come with me!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is that... Luke! Luke!
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? What is happening, Isaac?
I need to hide. Quickly.
Zut, come back to the ship. We will hide you among the cargo. Rapidement. Jacques, Martinique, hiding below.
What if they...
I will, comment dit-on, stall them. Lie, pretend I cannot understand your English. Something. You stay hidden and stay quiet. Go, go. Into the barrel. Très vite.
Am I gonna fit into this?
Tais-toi, tais-toi. Ma vache, it looks like they are stopping at every ship, mes amis. Stay calm and do not let them into the hold.
Evening. Looking for a boy, deckhand who's run off from my crew.
Bonsoir, mon ami. Est-ce que tu comprends moi?
Do you speak any English?
Oh, ça dépend de que tu parles français en ce moment.
Captain, do we have anyone who speaks French? It looks like he doesn't speak any English.
It doesn't matter. I'm Captain Conway. I'm going to search your ship.
Ah oui, je m'appelle Georges Trégrand. Je vais faire semblant que je ne comprends pas d'anglais. Tu ne trouves pas le garçon? Ah non, non, fille chèvre, ne descends pas. C'est très explosif, quelque chose comme ça.
Out of my way.
Rapidement, pushez mon robot.
Wait, don't. No. No.
Oi! Is that someone swimming in the bay?
It is! Get that lantern over here.
Help! Help!
Is that... By Jove, it looks like Isaac. Get some rope. Captain, Joanne, you better get up here.
What's happened, Isaac?
Conway, the man who killed my captain. He's got a plan. He's going to invade Trinidad. I overheard. They chased me to Luke. They're dead. He killed them all. I did it again. I did it again.
Shh, hush now, Isaac. It's not your fault. You're safe now.
My God. Luke and his crew.
Alex, we have to consider that someone in the crew was forced to tell them about where Isaac came from. About us.
And if whatever Isaac knows is important enough to kill a whole crew about, they'll be looking for us too.
We should leave. Now.
Right. Attention on deck. Make ready to cast off. Check for crew complement and get those last few barrels below decks.
Gangway away, Captain.
Mooring line away, Captain.
Trim the sheets. Rowers, full ahead. Carlisle, up you get. Man the helm.
Aye, Captain.
Ahead, bearing 1-5 to port.
1-5 to port. Aye, Captain.
Captain, ship cruising ahead. Our guns are out, sir.
That's...
Helm hard to starboard. Oars in. Put every scrap of tack on the wind.
Incoming! They're loading again, Captain.
Clear the gun deck. Prepare to load. He's insane to fire on us in port. He'll have half a dozen ships on him.
Which won't matter if we're flotsam by the time they pull away from the dock. We've got to get out of range.
Helm, 6-5 to port. We'll try and get around him.
Captain, Joanne, we've got wounded.
Oh no.
Get them and yourself below, Grace. Work with Graham and do what you can for them until this is over.
Aye.
Gun deck clear, Captain.
Load!
Captain, he's turning.
That's it, Isaac. Match him. Now swing in. 9 degrees to starboard. We'll catch him straight down his keel. McElroy, prepare to fire.
Aye, Captain.
Fire!
About a third of that volley hit home, sir. But they've got some kind of reinforcement on the forward section. We didn't do as much damage as I'd expect.
Captain, he's turning into us.
Incoming! That was close, Captain.
McElroy, how did I finish the reload on the port side?
Aye, sir.
Damn! Well,
Captain?
Helm! 4-5 degrees starboard. Keep them away from us.
Aye, Captain. 4-5 starboard.
And the cannon, Captain!
Yes, load!
Captain, you know that we can't keep circling them forever. We don't have enough guns to keep up with them.
I know! Maybe we ram them.
Captain, they're running the guns across.
Captain?
Incoming!
My God.
McElroy's been hit too. I've got to get down to the gun deck. Alex?
I don't know what to do, Joanne. I don't want to lose anyone else.
Honey, we're in shock. Isaac, steer straight ahead through the opening of the bay. Sheet in, clue down, load the swivel guns, and prepare to fire as they pass.
Aye! There are 3 other ships pulling away. They look to be running out their guns.
Aye, that's the Queen Anne's Revenge. Blackbeard's ship.
Yeah! They're going after Conway's ship.
But now he's swinging around to follow us. We can't take any chances. Full speed into the channel. Alex, look at me. Are you with me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You'll be fine. Where's the damn linstock for the swivel guns?
Here, ma'am.
Thanks. And don't call me ma'am. That should slow him down a bit.
They're still pursuing.
90 degrees to port. Get us out of sight. One more exchange will cripple us for sure.
90 to port. Aye. We're around the point. They won't be able to see us for a bit.
There! The first inward channel. The one Alex said was a dead end. Prepare to go hard to port, Isaac.
Aye, Captain.
Good. Now, down sheets. Let loose the lines. We'll drift down this channel and hopefully they'll pass us by. Everyone, quiet as you can.
Are you sure they won't look for us here?
We'll find out soon enough.
I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands away be gone. My love, she came dressed all in white.
Isaac Carlisle is played by Trent Browning. Alexander Smith is played by JJ Mueller. Joanne Smith is played by Jannet Kaya. Grace Wells is played by Brianna White. McElroy is played by Kevin Harris. Remington Conway is played by Peter Molesky. And Axton is played by Walker Freepons. Luke was played by Walter Lutsch. Ed Teach was played by Quentin Fagerly. Anne Bonny was played by Jordan Kubicek. Mary Reed was played by Julia Rutledge. Jacques was played by Wyatt Chapman. Corsairs Liberation is executive produced by Mitchell Parker.
Lowlands, lowlands away be gone. Her red, red rose my love did wear. Lowlands away. She made no sound, no words she said. Lowlands, lowlands away be gone. And then I knew my love was dead. Lowlands away. Then I awoke to hear the cry. Lowlands, lowlands away be gone. Oh, watch on deck, oh, watch ahoy.